of fish.
I mean, yeah, we could do something like that. Like, hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Wulfcast, Splashy Title Here. I am Joel of Clack Attack, joined as always by
Dan with Wulfpack Games.
Roxane with Wulfpack Games.
And we are here once again to talk to you a little bit about what's going on around the Wulfpack community here in Griffin, to talk about what's going to be coming up to the shelves and what's coming up to the tables. So it's been a little while since we've had our last episode recording. What have we gotten into over the past couple weeks?
Yeah, indeed. 2 weeks is a lot of news happening around the shop. The big one is our friend Dustin. We wish you and Jamie and your kids well, and we hope that a lot of efforts are going to help solve your issues. If you're wondering about what's going on with Dustin, follow us on the Facebook or TikTok, where this story is blowing up. We're trying to get him some help so we can keep him alive because he is a very important person. Also, the Paciolis have returned home.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a whole quadruple group.
Zelda and Alice and Halen and Anthony are at home with their pets. Happy family, happy day.
Quite literally, one big happy family.
Absolutely. So, yay, they're healthy. That's awesome. It's been a long time. They've been through a lot. And I'm just going to try to keep it short here. I played Architects of West Kingdom. That was Vince's game, and that's a really cool game. It's an engine builder about building up your town and being the most profitable, and by doing all sorts of shenanigans and things. So I do suggest that. That's a 1 to 5 player game. It's 12 plus. It's a good one. Let me see what else. Thunder Road
Vendetta.
Thunder Road twice with Ralph. Ralph's game first, no expansion. Second with all of them.
Except for the arena expansion that he had.
Yes.
Yep. Almost all of them. All that worked together.
Asterisk.
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a lot of vehicles. We had Ralph and we had Todd and we had Brad. I think Hunter was Jordan. Sorry, not the same people.
Not
and and Hunter threw some dice here and there.
Yes, Hunter came in and was able to be the impartial dice roller whenever it was necessary.
I like the chaos of that game.
Yes, we have 5 players.
Yeah, blowing cars up, knocking them out, hitting the mud.
That was fun.
That's good times. That's a good one.
I hated that I couldn't stick around for it.
Yeah, been gaming a lot more than I thought I would be this past 2 weeks, surprisingly. Yeah, that's good.
Been getting in more. Oh, I could say you've been almost getting in a little bit more gaming than me, because I was not here last week because I was away for NashCon, and I did a little bit of gaming. I had a demo table for Halo Flashpoint all day on Saturday. But it was fun. Left on Thursday, got up there. Alan beat me to Nashville, funny enough, because when we were talking, the last time I touched base with him about travel plans, I had just was going to be leaving a lot earlier than him, I thought, and that didn't happen. But did some decent business out of as a vendor. For my first time going up to that con. So thank you again for the opportunity, Alan. I appreciate it.
Alan's the owner of Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia. Yeah. He's a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
But yeah, and had about a dozen people come through on my tables when I was running games. So that was pretty fun. Then next week is going to be Dragon Con, and I will be. I got to get my game set up for that still on the schedule. So I'm working on that this weekend.
Awesome.
Dan,
Gosh, you're so busy.
What about you for the last couple of weeks?
Well, I played Thunder Road Vendetta twice. We were able to wrap up our Cypher game on schedule. I think our last session ran 10 or 12 minutes over. So we were right there. It was really, really fun. I am glad it's over, and it was done very, very well. We had a great time doing it.
You're going to tell us more about that later, right? About how that ended up.
Exactly. Let's see. Anything else that I did this week?
Painting. You've been painting.
I've gotten a veteran squad, 4 Centurions, 1 Praetor in Saturnine armor, a Saturnine Dreadnought, all painted in Army Painter Fanatics Pharaoh Green to be base coated as Sons of Horus. I also have a Spartan tank that is now dried where it's painted. It's maybe a little bit more than half painted green. The problem is I'm hyper colorblind and I can no longer tell what's green and what's gray. Because the green and gray, while very different to people with normal color vision, look nearly identical to me. I really can only tell when it's not gray while it's still wet. And I can see the sheen from the wet paint. And then I know I've got some coverage. So sometimes my green coverage is a little thin because it's wet, but it's not enough. And so Roxane generally has to help me a lot. Roxane
sometimes
has to help me a lot.
So
I'll be having to need her help for that. See, what else did I do? Well, this week specifically, I turned in a packet to run for city commissioner for the city of Griffin, Georgia, where we are located. For the district, the shop and our residence is located. You have to live in the district in which you run for if you're running for commissioner. So I've done that, because I said, what's running a business and trying to survive an economic downturn while running your own very small business? Plan a wedding, help plan a wedding. The
catch there was good.
And what else could I just throw in that stack while I'm at it? I said, you know what? I'm already part of all these other government organizations like the Main Street Committee and the Griffin Spalding Business and Tourism Association. Mm-hmm. I'm on these other committees like Downtown Council. What's another thing? How much more effort can commissioner be? So, no, there's actually a lot of big issues going on in our city that need help. And I just am not seeing them be addressed. And they affect the business downtown. They affect everybody's safety downtown. They affect people's want to be in Griffin, and that affects even the people that live out in the county in a way. It's a knockdown domino effect and stuff. So I know everybody that's running wants this town to be successful and awesome, but I don't think, just like every other organization I've joined with these other groups, I don't think most people know even what they're supposed to be doing or how to get it done. Or they have very strong opinions, but they kind of forget to look at how to do things. And so they just err on the side of caution, and that just ends up being inaction. So it takes people getting in there, researching it, just like it's a scientific thesis, and putting it out there and trying to get it done. And that's what I'm doing. Anyways, not really here to talk about my campaign stuff, but that did happen. I don't really. Oh, Dustin, so yesterday I was spoke to a lot of news agencies, and Dustin got some attention from a congressman for Tennessee, because he lives up in Tennessee. Georgia Senator John Ossoff even came out and got involved a little bit, so we're hoping to put some pressure on the Veterans Affairs Commissioner General Tommy Baker, which that's what I call that one Doctor Who guy, Tom Baker. I just always call him Tommy Baker. So I've got a way to remember exactly what that guy's name is. So I just imagine him with lots of curly hair and a scarf, but a general's hat. So we're trying to get some attention on that. So that was a lot of yesterday.
A little bit of today.
Yeah,
Keep
today
going if we have to.
today we found that Knoxville Channel 6 was able to get their investigative reporter to start connecting with them, and they're gonna run an interview with them. So it's been busy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That timer you heard, people, is us trying to stay on schedule for you. It's been the most talked about thing that nobody puts in the comments.
So now we're learning and now we're adapting.
It's true.
So
It's good stuff.
thank you for our rehashes, and that was an eventful 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yes.
it sure has been.
And now we're
And
gonna.
I have a feeling there's more to come.
There's more to come, and the fact these recaps are also going to be so dense over the next few episodes, but that's what we're here for.
It's true. Yeah, having our little break is going to
So-
have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot to unpack, but thank you for joining us.
No.
So remember to like and subscribe down below. Hit the little bell so you know when we post our next episode. Speaking of, all of these episodes are a joint effort by the three of us. I know Dan has said in the past this is essentially us taking another at least a half a day of work for a job that we're not getting paid for.
Yep.
So thank you. And this will be my opportunity to mention that as Clack Attack, I am editing and posting all of our episodes. Typically week after week, even though we're kind of getting some interruptions in there right now, but that's fine. But we'll have a link in the description below. Check out clack-attack.com for your custom paracord sleeved or unsleeved PC cable needs. Whoops. Or check us out on Etsy at Clack Attack 3D for tabletop terrain, tabletop accessories, and minis carriers. What was that grin for?
Oops.
I just looked over and I saw your grin. I was like, what did I do? Other than what I knew I did. But anyway, that takes us on into our next subject, question mark. Unless we need a little chance for a break.
Nope. Let's
Good,
go.
let's go.
Otherwise, I am setting the timer.
Forward ho.
We are moving
What'd you call
on.
me?
Ahoy, matey.
What'd you call me? So, upcoming products and pre-order announcements. I did a little digging around just to see what we had coming up. And I saw through Asmodee that there were a couple of things coming out. The Star Wars Battle of Hoth looked a little interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of was... It hit me as my first Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it looks like they're pulling in a lot of kind of engine elements from general tabletop wargaming, but honestly, kind of comparable to like the Kings of War Champions game, where you just have like your rebel defense, like emplacement defenses,
Yep.
and then AT-ATs and ATSTs.
When I was first looking at it, I put in so that we could have some on pre-order because I know we have some Star Wars fans that really like board games.
Hunter.
Todd. But it looked like it wasn't going to use the same kind of miniatures as Legion.
And a different kind of dice system.
Definitely different dice. So I about looked over the case, but it's not there anymore. It's back over here. So it kind of felt like a little Imperial Assaulty without the dungeon crawling aspect.
Yeah, I kind of was feeling that too.
So, but that's how we got Legion, was everybody was wanting to play that in a war game style.
Exactly.
Since you have substats and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's coming out. Looks like it's going to be an August 29th release date. So it should be here within the next week or two. That depends more on third parties that are not involved, because stock here is really just going to be waiting to receive it. Other than that, it looks like next month Marvel Champions is getting a new box set with some Civil War, which I didn't do too much of a deep dive into that. I know that our Marvel Champions players here around the shop likely already have and already know what they're wanting.
Yep. I'm getting mixed reviews from our MCP players. I think everybody that plays deeply is going to want to buy it because that's a game where you just get on the train, you collect the pieces that you want. It's an easy one to just collect all the pieces for.
Yeah.
They also did announce the new spider packs. So they had the 4 character packs, and now these will be like a 8 character pack to catch you up on a thing. So if you,
you're talking about the MCP models?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the Champions decks.
I'm getting my wires crossed.
But there is, I think, either this week or next week, because the Spider, I think the Spider team, Spider Friends, whatever, Spider affiliation pack is next month. I think, like, either this week or next week, there's a Defenders pack coming out. But yeah.
Yeah. And then, Civil War campaign set. I am now there. Yep. So also on that, I've got some people that are like, I wanted this instead of that. We'll still try to get in about 3 to 4 boxes if we can.
Okay.
If people want a box, hopefully they're watching this. Hopefully they'll then turn that into action and let us know they want to get it here so that I can get the right amount. It seems some things for Champions I just need 4 of for the store, for our clientele. And some things I need 2 of. And some things I need 10 of. It's very hit or miss where people want. So I just generally average it at 4 and then do restock based off of what people go, oh, did I miss it? So to not have to wait for the restock, come and let me know.
And I was doing math in my head. Because that is scheduled, it looks like the Champion Civil War box is a September 19th release date. So depending on shipping, that will be available here on the 25th or 26th, whenever that next Wednesday is, because that is a weekend that there's not going to be anything going on around here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What else do we have for upcoming products and pre-orders? I know we have a bunch of updates that are not to anyone's liking.
Well, indeed.
But
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but hence that is who I am.
I mean, let's be honest. It's the thing that everybody has talked about it around the tables here at some point or another.
A lot of people in America have.
I mean, in general, yes. But don't be shy. We've actively had conversations about this around these tables over the past few months.
The poison tree has fruited.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. The poison tree has fruited and dropped its rotten fruits on the ground. I'm trying to put this nicely. So we're starting to get hit with rising costs now. Yep. We are seeing some things that are unavailable to us, being shipped in from wherever over the world. However, those that are still doing that, we saw it with Alliance yesterday, getting a big shipment of amazing new games, but pretty much everything except one thing when I was putting in inventory was jacked up now. So they've had to raise their costs.
That was Asmodee, but Alliance was the day before.
And that was too.
That's why it's confusing.
Yep.
And that was, so we're seeing about 6 to 12% increase.
Yeah, and those games are going to cost more. I wish that we could mitigate that for everyone, but we have to stay in business, and it's hard enough as is. Mm-hmm. But so maybe an idea is, if I know a lot of people were looking at some of these games like, I'm coming back for that, and I know that they are, and they want the same things, but they want these other things, but it's like, oh, what do I do? Well, talk with your friends and pick one game, and then your friend maybe gets another game, and another friend gets a different game. Yeah. So you guys can play all the games that you want to play. You just may not own it quite yet if it's, going to be a little difficult to, purchase. It helps us. It helps you.
It builds stronger bonds.
It sure does. It sure does. And, maybe someone is like, yes, this game is great. No, I definitely know I want to buy it. And, if we don't have it, we'll get it if we can. And, that's just, maybe it wasn't meant to be if he didn't get it. So that has happened. Dice as well. Dice are going right up. And that's going to be a shame with a lot of them. Chessex is going to get hit. I can see that coming soon. But I know Norse Foundry got hit. Old School, I think Phone Brain's still okay, but it's coming. But on better news.
Yeah, let's talk about something better.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
We did get a bunch of really cool games in. Everyone was like, these are amazing. Which ones do we choose? I saw that we got in fromage, which I love cheese, and you are a cheese maker in early 1900s. It is a 1 to 4 player game. It says 13 plus, about a 40-minute game. I don't know if that's going to be possible with me because I talk so much when we're gaming. It's got cute meeples. It's got that little cows and little pieces of cheese and silos and stuff. It has a rotating game board. It's got a price tag.
It's on a Lazy Susan.
It is.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and so your cheese ages throughout the game. Your camembert, your goudas, it's all going to get a little stinky. So this game, I hope someone gets it, and I hope someone wants to play it with me. It looks adorable and looks fun. It's an engine builder. It's going to take me a minute to learn that, but that's okay because I will get it. And if y'all don't get it, somehow I'm going to have to find a way to play it.
It's from R2I Games, which is a really good game company. Most of their games hit 7 or higher on BGG, most of them. So I would call them an A-tier publisher of games. So there's just a lot going for it. The theme sounds interesting. The group behind it sounds interesting. Is always delivers something interesting. So if you just like board games from that kind of thing, it's almost like talking about films, talking about board games. Until you crack it open and understand.
Right.
Just like a film, you don't know until you go see it. But it's got this going for it. But maybe this. There's always a worry that da-da-da-da-da, right?
It's almost at an 8 on BGG.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a weight of a 2.37 out of a 5, so it's a good half, like balanced,
It's a little
easy enough.
Yeah, it's got
but
some
a little
crunch
challenge. Yeah.
to it. But it's got a nice
Replayability.
crusty rind to it, but a nice soft interior.
I see what you
very
did there.
nice, very nice. So yes, that's where I'm at. I don't have any other games that I am looking at coming out necessarily.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain went into punch that down.
Oh boy.
Right.
Oh boy.
So we've got also, I know you're going to want to talk about the ODST box for Halo.
I will be wanting to talk about that when we get a little bit closer to it, because they have shown a little bit more information. But so far, right now, we're looking at 16 models in there,
And their ODST
their
troopers.
ODST. Oh yeah, and we've covered that in the last.
It's
couple
got its
of-
own terrain
yeah.
in it.
New Mombasa. Because it's got the new Mombasa terrain. It's got new weapons. Honestly, because it is an expansion. Also, it's got that OD green D8s. I think they're going to a standard black and white command dice for this set. But that and the Banished box are expansions, so you are missing a few things from what you would need if you wanted to use that as your entry point to get into Halo Flashpoint. However, the only stuff that you really need to round out a single player experience is the UNSC cardboard terrain set, the UNSC base cardboard terrain expansion. That will give you all the items, all the weapons that you're missing out of the Spartan or out of the starter sets, and a little bit more terrain to go with what you got. So if you don't want to bother with, if Spartans are not your thing, but you're wanting to buy into a Halo game, that's your decision, and I will respect you for it. However, it is entirely possible to get into the game without having to buy into a Spartan box or a Spartan soldier.
The only models I don't want, and it's not because of the models. The only models I don't want for that game are brutes.
That's fair.
I just don't like brute. I love them as a team. I don't like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I love them as a team I want to always be a rival of.
I get it.
I want to see them on the table. I just don't want to have it.
You gotta have choice on which guy you want to be.
I will say that I have been enjoying using a brute list more than I thought I would.
Beat stuff up, man.
You beat stuff up, but also a lot of people online, a lot of people playing the game complain about pinned because that's your control element, and there's a lot of easy ways to distribute pin and reposition your target models or your opponent's models. There isn't much counterplay to getting pinned aside from taking it. The brutes have counterplay to getting pinned aside from taking it.
I definitely
you have to have Atriox, but
right. I definitely want some ODST troopers because that just speaks to the guard Imperial Guardsman style collection. It's that part of my brain.
Oh yeah.
The basic troopers. I Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Guardsmen. Those are the ones that generally trigger. And for me in Halo, that's Spartans and ODST troopers. Mm-hmm. To a point, I like having some Eldar laying around. To a point, I'd love to have some Sangheili. I'd love to have some Grunts and Jackals too. That'd be really awesome. Brutes, they can straight out.
I'm still my hot take and my hope is that after because it's essentially once they get the track record that they've shown so far is that once they get at least say 90% shipped on pre-orders and everything for the last box is when they're going to reveal the next one. So my hot take and my hope is that by Halloween or second week of November, when we get to the 1 year anniversary of Halo being released, the next box is going to be announced as Sword of St. Helios or whatever.
Oh man! So my email from Rick to let me know I can start pre-ordering that box. The second sentence is, this one has gotten a lot of traction, which means they are expecting to probably sell out.
Yes.
So I need to get my numbers in early.
Yeah.
So that means I need to know your numbers early. I think I still have 4 of the Brute box, the Rise of the Banished, laying around. Yeah. So we haven't even moved through all of those. So I don't know that I'll get as many of the ODST box without a ton of people talking to me about it.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to go, when I'm editing this episode, I'm going to make a ping in our Discord to make sure everybody knows that, hey, if you want to get this, go ahead and let Dan know. Confirm it with Dan or Roxane.
I can do this. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh
no.
That's the time. So, let Dan or Roxane know if you were interested in any of those so that they can get them in, because this has already outsold pre-orders for the Spartan Edition and pre-orders for the Banished combined, I think. At least it's beaten both of them. So, that brings us to the end of our timer on upcoming products and pre-order announcements. And it brings us into a chance for a break.
Yeah, it's break time.
So, we'll be right back after these messages.
If you would like to be a sponsor, we can do things like mouse pads. There's Brightmore. Pens. UGA Griffin. Chamber of Commerce. Let us know. Sale. Merchandising.
So yes, actually, if you want to sponsor an episode,
Yeah, there you go.
feel free to contact us either through this channel or come in and talk with us. We have sponsorship slots available for a lot of different tiers for a lot of things that are affordable. Sponsorship tiers, I do believe, start at $35. So if you're interested in sponsoring an episode, please let us know and get your name somewhere on the episode.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome back. And we're back from the break. And it's time for one more iteration of
Dan's Cypher Update of the Week.
This bit's going to be over before we have an actual graphic for it.
Yep. So we had our final 2 episodes of Cypher. Let's see. So our team ended up going out to try and find the broadcasting station, because when we last left our intrepid adventurers, they had seen the news where a news reporter was chanting the same malicious-y kind of verbiage, alien language, that the monster they had just killed was chanting and was using to control or subdue or mind wipe or something everybody around them. So they realized that it's on the news and it's going across the entire city, maybe the entire planet. The planet of Tor. Definitely not the planet of Planitia. Tor. So specifically, they went to go look for it. They came across, on their drive there, a ton of the Bill, which are these dolphin type people they were not classified as people on the planet yet. I don't understand. Okay, so
Dolphin.
Dolphin
Come
fin,
on.
flapping.
that's like a seal, isn't that more of a seal?
They do
bit of
that
both.
too. They
Do
get on
they?
their back. They do dolphins. They do everything.
I don't know enough about
40
dolphins, apparently.
They're
So
amazing.
they had invented somehow like mecha suits so that they could walk on the land and stay hydrated and breathe. They breathe in the air, so the breathing wasn't the hard part. Anyways, they were looking to gain rights as a sapient creature in the sector. This is all against the backdrop of all this sort of stuff. There was a bunch of insurrectionists from the planet that were helping them. They armed. There was armed conflict going on. As the intrepid adventurers are driving down the road, they see a bunch of these armed insurrectionists and mechanized Bill fighting zombies and skeletons in the street. And so that took a very weird turn for them. 2 of them dove out of the car to try to get behind some stuff as the investigator gunned it and tried to run down as many zombies and skeletons as he could. He got some. Didn't kill any, but he did hit some. He did also knock out one of the Bill just by clipping him right in the face with the car. Police interceptor at high speed. And then he ended up being chased by a marathon amount of zombies and skeletons all by himself on the far side of everything. The entire team did eventually put down the zombies and skeletons. The insurrectionists pulled their injured out and said that they were going to regroup at the base, wherever that was. The psychic cop, Brandon's character, the psychic cop, did go and talk to some guy who was paralyzed with fear and helped calm him down. That guy ended up being like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing any of this. Here's my explosives that I was given. You can have them. We're out of here. They took off and were able to get to the broadcasting station, the news station that was causing the issue that they were trying to find. And they found it in tatters with a bunch of zombies and skeletons on the main gate, or door, rather. Not gate, because it's not a castle. It's a broadcasting building. So they were able to slip in through some of the bombed out sections. And they decided to do it stealth-wise. It was not at all what I was expecting them to do, but they did. They stealthed their way into the broadcasting room where they took the explosives that had just been given to them and detonated a bunch of what I had. There was a bunch of military soldiers guarding the booth with zombies and skeletons kind of all over the building. They used a bunch of stealth attacks and then detonated the broadcasting room completely. So they ended that broadcast with explosives. Then they beelined it out of there and got in the car and backed it all the way bound to safety to not engage in any combat as much as possible. It was really good. They got back. We were missing a whole agent that whole time. Brian's character had been researching a ton of information. So at the police station that they left him at. So they went and got him back at the police station, connected dots together. We're trying to figure out what to understand exactly. They had a whole bunch of pieces. And then there was a large explosive kind of thing that happened. And this big energy shield bubble thing happened a good bit down the road. They decided that's exactly where they needed to be, which with the dots that they had to connect, it said it should be somewhere like that. They went to the Space Mart. That was where the epicenter of this energy shield was. They determined that it was an extra dimensional / hell warp kind of field that was psychically charged. They couldn't figure out how to get through it. It was dissolving things as it passed through it. And they learned, they did some research real quick and figured out that probably spaceship shields would handle it. But then the psychic cop decided to psychic the wall and gave them a gate to get through. They passed through safely into the zone, at which point they decided to infiltrate the ruins of Space Mart.
Shut Space Mart.
Right? And try to figure out what set it off. That there was going to have to be some sort of major power source inside and some sort of super psychic being inside to have combined the two pieces of the prime materia and this extra planar hellscape together to open this and combine it together. As far as Brian's research showed, this is the interdimensional version of putting matter and antimatter together. So they had to hurry up. And then they found the counterparts to their newly elected Minister Tear was represented by a giant demon on the table. And they fought him. They defeated them. It was a really quick fight. The entire time, Brian's character was preventing the soldiers from attacking, the basic soldiers from attacking, by using dialogue options the entire time, and just engaged in this Karen-esque rant about his vacation and vacation points and Mai Tais and stuff, because that's how it translated into prime materia speak and stuff. It was pretty awesome. It was fun.
Oh my god.
They defeated it. They won. They all got promotions at the end, and they lived happily ever after, probably.
Maybe. Until the next cycle.
It was awesome. It was a great time. It
Good.
was a great time.
Awesome. Yeah.
So now when we come back to do our next episode, we won't have a cipher update of the week.
Week.
Nope.
We'll probably have something Horse Heresy related, though. I'm sure. But
Maybe something like
Dan,
that.
thank you for our
Dan's Cipher Update
of the week.
of the
Our
week.
final
Okay
close,
with it.
for the grand finale. It sounded like everybody had fun. I know the games that I saw sessions of
Yeah.
were pretty entertaining days. It looked like.
Lots of laughter. Lots
Yeah.
of happy faces.
Absolutely. All right, so once again, we have probably somebody being a lucky winner today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even probably; it's kind
There's
of a guarantee.
$5 on the line. Now this is going to be different because we're going to use my laptop. Should I just turn it around that way?
Face the camera. Yeah, we're going
Okay.
to set the camera so
So-
because we realized that if we do it on this laptop, it slows down that camera.
I'm so backwards. Okay. Hold on a second here.
So
Okay, there
we
we go.
decided we're going to do it on this laptop, but we want you to see what it is. Now, we made the deals. You push your name or some way for us to understand. Brandon, you didn't have to write your name because your username is your name. So it's real
Good job,
easy, but
Brandon.
not everybody does that. So you have to push your name and a game. And that's all you have to do to be entered into a $5 store credit. I'm going to back away from the mic. 'cause
Yes,
I'm probably
yeah.
blasting the mic.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do to
issues.
enter our $5 store contest, in which you get put on the Wheel of Fortunes. And if we pull your name, And we're going to look at the game you did. If we had enough comments or entries into the system to equate to a dollar figure of the game you asked for, we're going to do an unboxing of that game on camera. So we had 3 individuals again this week.
Yep.
And those individuals are?
We had Brandon with Marvel Zombies. We also had Joe with Kyo no Nico. And I think I'm saying that right. And then Brian, which you didn't know what the game was next to Leaf, which was Chronicles of Avil.
Maybe.
That was the one that was next door to, I believe. But I have since filled in that shelf because we have a lot of new product. So things had to get moved. But I think that's what you were talking about. I've been hearing some people very excited about that. We had the expansion and the base game on that one. So I'm going to hit shuffle to shuffle these names around a little bit.
Okay.
And then I am going to turn this again a little bit so I can get there. And all right, we ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's spin it. Spin the wheel.
Wheel of Credit. I think it's going to be Brian.
I think it's Brian.
I think it's going to be Brian.
It's Brian.
Brian
Good
S.
job. Woohoo.
Good job, Brian.
Racking it up. All right. We'll get that applied to your account after this episode is done filming.
And remember, between when this episode goes live and when the next episode goes live, leave your comment down below with your name so that you can get on the wheel.
Yep.
You know who I'm talking to. I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Talking about Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
You made a comment. A whole comment. Good job on that. That's awesome. We love the comments too, but...
And he talked about a game.
Yeah.
But he didn't do a game for
Yeah.
an unboxing, because that's not a box.
Because I even
Yeah,
commented,
yeah. And Joel commented.
but I didn't leave a game. So I got to leave a
It's
game.
true.
That I could probably go into.
Game and a name.
People are giving you some love on those comments, Joel. Good job. Good job.
I
You deserve
appreciate
it. Well deserved. Well deserved.
I appreciate
You are
it.
working so hard for everything in the community and just making gaming better for everyone.
Congratulations, Brian S. $5 store credit will be applied today.
We're all winners. All right. So, moving into our final major segment of the episode, what are we going to be playing? What's going on what are we putting on the table this week? What do we have coming up? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Who goes
What
first?
do we have going on for upcoming events with the Wulfpack? We have our timer set up.
Yep.
Roxane, what do we have going on?
All right. So I have a wedding crafting party coming up this weekend here, Saturday night. So I'm going to be taking up a table or two with glitter and stuff. I'm excited for it. We're making wands. I mean, there's some cool stuff on that. Bands, things, because that's my jam right now. I got to do the wedding thing. Also, that's really, other than things I got to do around town and for the wedding and stuff, I would like to say that if you're interested in being a possible guest in the future on the podcast, to talk with us a couple minutes about the games you're playing, what's going on in the store, how you're feeling, or if you just like us to have at you, then leave a comment and let us know, or reach out to us so we know who's actually interested. This is a partial segment that we have been considering in the future. So it would be nice to see some new faces on here. And I would also like to thank Paulette with Brownstone Media, because last time that we had a recording, I don't know if you could hear me. I'm hoping you hear me this time. I have been magically destroying audio things in podcasts and such lately. So I must have a magnetic personality to shorten things out. So, but yeah, Paulette, she gave us some good advice on how to handle audio and other things about
And we're trying it now.
recording. Yeah, so Brownstone Media, check her out. She's doing amazing things as well.
Yes, tell us what you think about the audio if you've made it this far into the video.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll know. We'll know because we'll know. I didn't update the date on the show notes, but I know the actual date off the top of my head because other upcoming events, after the last episode, we had our last Halo Flashpoint tournament, and after we record our next episode, we will have our next Halo Flashpoint tournament. But our next Halo Flashpoint tournament will be September 13th, which is the second Saturday here at Wulfpack Games.
Foodie
Again,
Fiesta.
yeah.
Foodie Fiesta.
It will be the Foodie Fiesta. It will also, we've got some new prize support that is going into the pool.
Yes.
Super cool.
And again, we still have the weapon pack to be assembled. We just need 10 people to come participate, make it a ranked tournament, and somebody's going home with the weapon.
Yes.
But we've got some acrylics that are going to be up for grabs. And yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
come on out. $10 if you do your registration ahead of time. $15 registration date of. And we will, if we don't have the listing up yet, then once we do have a listing up, I'll go and drop that in the description below. And if it is after that day in September, then it'll be a dead link anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So it's me next.
I mean, yeah.
I'm next.
You're right here.
All right. So we already talked about
You
the first
talked
thing.
about that, yeah.
So now that the Ciphers game is over, Burke has been waiting to run a Necromunda campaign. I thought we were going to have like 6 to 8 people play, but it turns out we only had 4 and I make 5. So we are starting a 3 weeks of Necromunda. Then he's going to take a week break, and then he's going to come back for 4 weeks after that. So 7 of the next 8 weeks will be Necromunda Saturday. Well, weeks. 'Cause
Saturdays?
on Saturdays. And so it's an interesting system. He's got a challenge system based off the Necromunda campaign rules, a challenge for control of specific hex grids. So I have been challenged twice for 2 different grids. I'm running the Palanite Enforcers, and they're the kind of space cops for Necromunda. So I will be trying to secure those for the good of the public, I guess. So we shall see if I'm able to get both of those games complete and if I can win any of those games for the public.
John Hugh.
Yeah. Other than that, I've got all the other non-store related stuff that are seeping into what?
No, go ahead. It's something else. It's completely a different topic, but I do need to mention it.
Okay, go ahead.
No, are you done?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Josh Torres.
Mm.
That's something coming up, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm
Yep.
exhausted and can't remember none. Josh Torres has posted a
Thank you, Josh.
free painting class for D&D miniatures. Yeah, thank you, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, where is
You called him
that?
out about it on the last episode.
I think it's at the end of. It's not tomorrow. It might be next weekend, though. I think. Oh boy. Well, that's happening. Check our social medias because that will be up. Very popular thing right there. Extremely popular. It should be on the main Facebook page. Probably in Discord as well.
I don't think he
I'm checking
shared
this
it with the page. I think he made it on his own, which is what he was supposed to do, but I don't think he shared it with any particular page.
Okay. Yep. So
He has not posted it in the Discord yet.
might be in one of the groups. I'm afraid that y'all are going to have to check because I don't know that we can do this. We can speed this little part
Yep,
up.
I'm going to just check. Keep going.
Yeah. And so for me, and this is super exciting, I've been watching everyone get their artistry boxes delivered early. I follow the Ducksomnium. I'm on the VIP page. I'm a clued in member. The only thing I'm not clued in about ever with their deliveries is the invoice that it has released and is shipping to me. And I get some strange shipping notification that I'm receiving a package, and I have no idea where this package is ever coming from. But inevitably, it is their delivery that is coming months early. I think 3 or 4 months early. So today, I will hopefully get a notification that my artistry boxes have delivered, and I will be playing that. Someone said that they are not opening their deluxe edition till Christmas.
Oh,
Ah,
that's a long way to
Oh
wait.
my god.
that might be the first one I open, but maybe I'll build up because I got to open the other ones first and see what all there is. There is going to be expansions for botany in that delivery. The holiday greenery is, I cannot remember the name of it, but it's obviously a lot of Christmassy plants and all. Let me see. I think we have an orchid expansion in that's coming. I'm so excited. And someone did open their deluxe box, and that's acrylic boards raised up on little brass legs, little metal busts of Alphonse Mucha's artwork. That's going to be a highly
That's
good game. And people are saying that the gameplay is excellent on it too. So,
I'm not finding the date that Josh posted.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
Did we go into
He's-
role playing?
He sent me a message that I'm trying to
True.
follow. I'm trying to find that now.
Yeah,
It's there.
it is.
Josh
there.
Torres, if you're watching this, put a message with a link to the event in the comments below.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
I'm going to stop looking for it because
Yeah.
we are shooting a thing.
Yep, I
And
am
feel
done
like-
looking.
Yep.
Anyway, that's our upcoming events. Do we have anything else to cover?
What are you going to be playing this week?
Necromunda.
Okay. What are you going to be playing this week?
That is a good question. That is a very good question because I am a little tunnel visioned in getting everything ready for DragonCon.
Yeah.
Play something if it's a 10-minute game.
Well, I was actually going to
Self-care.
say, I just got messages from Tyler earlier today or yesterday that he's wanting to see about playing Marvel Champions. So I might be coming up and playing some Marvel Champions on Sunday.
Cool.
Also kind of want to put some Blackout on the table, but we will see how that goes.
Yeah. Take a breather.
Yeah.
You're going to need it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I definitely am going to need it and going to take one.
Okay.
We had a bunch of questions about Blackout, stocking Blackout this week.
I saw.
And we looked into it and found that, like, without a significantly more, we'd have to double
Yeah.
our interest level at least before we could stock it here. So thank you, Josh, for your interest and a couple other folks, but we really need a bunch of people interested.
Yeah.
All right.
Because essentially we would need a whole league of people in order to get it in. But that's admittedly one of those kind of niche level indie
Yeah.
area games. First we got to get that Star Schlock out.
Yes.
But anyway, that brings up our upcoming events, and that brings us
Yep.
brings
Yeah,
us
exactly.
around to what are we playing this week? Is that thing, which is what we were just asked and what we kind of just covered over. So we ended up just
Yeah.
putting everything together. So we've already talked about what we're playing this week.
The circle is now complete.
Yeah. So
I just threw a wrench and it was just like boom, and there
Yeah.
it was.
and so technically we have a little bit more time, but otherwise we actually
Are ahead of time.
we got
Whoa.
we're
We're
recording
giving
an
you-
episode ahead of time.
It's a gift to your lives to have more time for other things, like
So-
gaming stuff
And painting stuff.
and putting.
To be
things
fair, you
together.
could be listening to this while you're painting your stuff in a subway.
It's
Could.
true.
You could, but you'd miss all of this gorgeous face stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. And that damn
And then-
Cypher update of the week graphic.
I know the graphics,
Yes.
and there may be something hidden somewhere. That's the
Maybe.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right.
we'll be back several weeks then,
Yeah.
and taking a little break.
Yes. So next week I'll be away for DragonCon. We'll be back a couple weeks after that with our the first full weekend of September. We'll have an episode, and then we'll have another couple weeks off as we prepare for some nuptials going
Yep.
on. So, thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of the Wulfcast. Insert your splashy title here. This has been episode 7, and I think we're going to be signing off. So, thank you everybody. Have a fantastic week, and go throw some dice. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.